All right, what up? Peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High and Yahweh Shah is blessing y'all day. By His mercy, you aren't consumed. We're alive in the Most High Yahweh Shah's body, and you know what it is too. I finally, all praise to the Most High Yahweh Shah, because I'm a shout out to brother sent me from something from Firstborn. I'm watching class right now, and he's going into the cares of the world and the love of the world, things of that nature. And I'm finally figuring out too. Of course, it's also prophecy of what's written, but I'm finally figuring out what this new age self-care thing is. It's really a form of really people selfishness and worshiping yourself, and that's all it said. Or like what First Peter 2:20 says, one in sympathy for your for bad decision making, like it says in First Peter 2:20. He says, what good is it when you suffer for sins of your own doing? Shoot, this goes for me as well. But really the self-care, this new self-care thing is really self-care in the cares of the world, man. Like Jeremiah 45:5 goes into seeking great things out for yourself, and also too the cares of the world, what Yahweh Shah says in Mark 4. Yeah, man, that's really what it is, man, because it's really, and that cares of the world, and the things of love in the world is really your own flesh and desire, what this world has to offer. Not saying, that's why it says, listen, enjoy, you can enjoy the things of this world, but don't be not of it, honestly. That's just is what it is. But putting anything pretty much above the Most High Yahweh Shah, man. And so and I know actually this might be a real, so a lot of times people might not people might watch this, but the Most High and Yahweh Shah, that's pretty much God and Jesus Christ. Those that don't know, because a lot of times this might be a little short in the real. People might not know who the when we talk about the Most High and Yahweh Shah. Well, the Most High they know, but Yahweh Shah I should say. But that's just really is what it is with that. But that's that self-care thing, is the seeking great things for yourself and the cares of the world. Because what it is too. Actually, yesterday I was with the camp I work at in my job, it was a thumbnail in the and it finally made sense. It was a thumbnail of of a YouTube video, and there was this young sister and it's saying self-care, and she was in she was in the store buying all this stuff for herself. So that's what I don't know why you do that, but she was buying all this stuff for herself, and it said in the YouTube title said, in the thumbnail says self-care. So I'm like, okay, that's what this all self-care is, pretty much doing your own will and desires, and that's just what it is. So so it's kind of making sense. We kind of talked about that in the past, but that's just is what it is with that. So that's really the this self-care thing is about. So yeah, it's really because yes, does the scriptures talk about, does the word talk about actual self-care? And yes, actually you can't, when you always go to the Most High house, seek, go to your loved ones, brothers, sisters. They could be inside the word or outside the word, but more importantly, how much more in the Lord. But that's there, and also too, like Ecclesiastes 30:21 goes into, that's self-care, but not being lover of yourself, and then that's not self-care, man. So it is what it is, man. Because the word, and actually even outside the word, man, yeah, there is things you actually get self-care, but it's not dealing with your own will or desires. Now, don't get twisted. Yeah, can you do things that you enjoy? Yes, hobbies, and yeah, of course. But yeah, because that's what the word even goes into. That this is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. It's all right. Go 14:14 goes into that. But other than that, that whole self-care thing, man, that's really some new age type of stuff. But anyway, peace.